Alright, I wanted to exploring. Picked up 4 assets and stuff. Now we're back at the Citadel once again.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
Well, I do have stuff I need to turn in to different people throughout the Citadel, but I'm still gonna meet with the counselor first.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard. If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
A Reaper code fragment. Yes, I can use this to try to predict their strategic processes. We might be able to save a few worlds with this, Commander. Thank you. No, I know what I said. Divert forces to the new coordinates. Trust me. We may not be able to stop the Reapers, but I think we can predict their movements now.
Shortages may happen in the near future.
Urgently, human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, Dakuna, my home world, the Reapers have come. Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with BI-assisted infantry, our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
Well, lucky for you, I was already at Dakuna not so long ago, and I was doing the exploring, and I actually attracted your civilians, so.
I have excellent news. Your daughter's paperwork has been processed.
What? You said it was impossible. How did you pull it off?
Well, I talked to a few friends, called in a few favors, maybe even stayed up a few nights. I wasn't sure I could pull it off, but everything's in order, and your daughter leaves for Thessia tomorrow. A caretaker will travel with her to ensure she reaches her relatives back on the homeworld.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Why don't you go spend the time you have left with her? I'll take care of the rest.
Though maybe she should just keep her daughter here on the Citadel. Considering what's happening to Thessia right now.
I want all remaining files secured and marked for Tentron clearance only. Commander Shepard, thank you for coming.
Did you find something?
The Council has ordered a full review into Donald Udina's activities. We're still piecing together his coup attempt. But that isn't why I asked you here. The situation is growing urgent for my people. We're aware your crucible is still missing a key component.
The catalyst. Do you know something?
Not exactly, but there is an artifact on our homeworld, Thessia, known only to highest levels of my government.
What is it?
With any luck, it's a means to help you locate the catalyst. The artifact is kept in a temple located at these coordinates. I've ordered a scientific team to meet you there.
If this artifact is so important, why keep it hidden?
Every species in the Citadel has its secrets, Commander. But this one, in the wrong hands, would upset the balance of galactic power.
The Reapers are doing that right now.
Which is why I'm bringing this to you.
I appreciate the help.
It's you who will be helping us. The matriarchs are growing desperate. For the first time in our history, Thessia is vulnerable. For all our intellect, we're outmatched by Reaper firepower.
I'll do what I can.
Whether you know it or not, you've become the sole ray of hope in a very dark night. Goddess be with you.
Unfortunately, with that Elcor diplomat, I had to leave and then come back to let him know that they were been taken care of. I think it's a bug in the game. But yeah, I have to go somewhere and then come back. Maybe turn it in.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
I don't know why. Just the way it works. No, I know I got that code of the ancients for the Alcor in the bar. But is anybody else something to talk to the bar? No. Okay, cool.
Now arriving at
Just the Alcor.
Purgatory.
I recovered the Code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people.
Spectre status
Well,
recognized.
before I head back to the embassies, I'm gonna head to the docks where nobody docks. This is that one girl that was finishing. She didn't get to finish her story.
Now arriving at docking bay D24. You're sure of what you saw?
Yes, Sergeant.
Heard from your brother since then?
No, Sergeant.
All right, Talavi. I'll see if I can get you fighting Reapers instead of Cerberus.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. You won't thank me so much when you're eye-deep in husks.
Yeah.
Spectre status recognized. Please select the
I
destination.
believe I have to go to the holding area. And I figured out why Kelly didn't show up on the Citadel. I did a little looky-loo. Apparently, if you don't have Kelly to come up to a Mass Effect 2 to come to your room to have dinner with her, apparently she doesn't show up on the Citadel in Mass Effect 3.
Civilian housing.
James, that's right. I forgot to talk to Zaid last time we were here.
What the hell are you looking at?
Nothing. Nothing.
Wondered if you'd show up, Shepard. Figured you'd be too busy recruiting goddamn armies for this war you're in charge of.
I could always use more help.
I'll bet. I've seen footage of what happened on Earth. Tell you what, I'll see if some old contacts of mine are still around. Can't promise you anything, but if enough of them are still breathing, I can lend a hand.
Do you know the current leader of the Suns?
Vosk, don't remind me. Little scumbag shot his mouth off on a patrol mission once. Got half his squad killed. Real popular after that. We couldn't boot him from the Suns fast enough. Should have ended his tenure with a bullet.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining
Hey
existing
there.
resources.
Hey.
The council reports
Looking
that
mighty low
shortages
today.
may happen in the
You
near
okay?
future. Anyone been bothering you?
No, it's not that. I'm fine.
I see. Any news?
No, their shuttle must be real slow, that's all. Do you think they're okay? They promised they'd come get me, no matter what they had to do. But it's been so long.
I don't know, kid. I'm sure they'd be happy. Know what you're saying.
It's just, I miss them. I miss them so much.
With the war between the Geth and the Quarians now ending,
Yep, that Turan definitely knows something. He's just not gonna say it.
Come on.
Yeah, come on! Just spill it. Tell her her parents are dead.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gehenna. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now. Shit.
What, you didn't like what I just did there, James? This is rip it off like a band-aid. Make it nice and
are you
quick.
kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. I do like James's commentating.
Reports also have them entering the process.
Just rip it off quick like a band-aid.
Forces have been sighted in the Prometheus system.
She's gonna find out eventually that her parents ain't coming. Because they're dead.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
We got your people off Takuna, Ambassador.
Utterly sincere. Thank you for your assistance, Commander. This is not a debt we can repay.
Were you able to evacuate any civilians?
Yes,
How many?
Thessia has been attacked by
not
alien forces.
enough.
Aw, don't hang your head there, Alcor.
Militaries face major setbacks. The Turians and Krogan are
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Reminds me of the when their other said that she made an Alcor cry. So why would you want to do that? That's horrible. As far as I knew, Alcor couldn't cry. They just tell you how they feel.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Excuse me. I recovered the rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D-24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
In addition to your medical discharge, the government wants to give you a medal. The intel you provided when that shuttle finally found you, you saved a lot of lives.
And I killed those farmers.
They were indoctrinated. You had to defend yourself. And as for Hillary,
Oh, you idiot. When I took a shower and left my gun in the bedroom, I killed them. Naira. At least she can blame the Reapers. But I'm just... me. Color in my eyes. Did they turn back after? Can I get that gun now?
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. No, I don't think you have any guns. Good idea. The crazy biotic it's got post-traumatic stress with a gun. No, I think is there anybody else I was looking to talk to? Oh, right. Chemical birds.
I came across this treatment plan at a chemical plant. Could it help?
Treatment? What is... I've never seen this kind of process before.
Huh. Probably experimental.
It's a long shot, but let's run some tests and see if it might work for our patient. Any improvement?
Yes, the counter agent is finally starting to kick in.
She doesn't sound very happy about it. Maybe she's angry I figured it out. Not her. Jacob?
Welcome to Serta. Thank you for shopping.
After heavy fighting, Alliance
Nothing else to talk to Jacob about. It just repeats himself.
Spectre status recognized. Please, one moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Let's see, we got Miranda. We got quite a few people to talk to.
I think I know which project you mean, and I've got a Hesperia period statue in Bay D24.
Commander Shepard, that's excellent news. I'll have it sent to that project right away. Thank you so much for your help. So, what were you able to pull from the inscriptions? Really? Excellent. I knew they'd find something.
Oh, before we head out, I'm gonna take one last trip to the embassies. I believe a couple of things have popped up that I need to approve.
Actually, I found a Caccleosaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Surkesh. Caccleosaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective.
What price will you?
Really? And they're already riding the first units into battle? Well, that's great. No, don't worry about that. It's how Caccleosaurs mark territory, and the Krogan don't seem to mind.
I don't want to know what they were doing.
homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from the Kuna.
Leave that to the imagination. Miranda wanted to speak with us. Let's go see Miranda.
Alliance forces were able to...
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess.
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways. But you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
I've only spoken to Yara. We already had a chatty chat. She's just gonna say classic things about, like, Hello Shepard. Something like that.
I pulled this from a Geth jamming tower. Maybe you can use it.
How the hell did you... Oh, never mind. Tech like this, I don't care where it came from. I'll have my people run with this. When the war comes back here, maybe we can save more lives. Thanks again. If we can get it working, this jamming tech will make this place a lot safer.
What's this called? The Turian that's on the embassies. They're talking about the servers. For some reason, you don't get those until after a priority test run. Why? I don't know.
I've recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work. How's the translation going? Really? Excellent. Well, hopefully it unlocks more intel from the archive.
And I also have enough credits to buy any of the guns from the respective acquisitions. But like I said before, I don't know if I'm going to get any of them.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No. Evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here. Evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
Saren had assassins after you?
Right. I disabled the Geth and found that recording that proved he was working with the Reapers. I went to Ilium and tried to inform the authorities, but Saren's mercenaries attacked me. I barely escaped. I stowed away on a Turian freighter and came out here. I thought I was safe.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the Council embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Seren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
Let's remind him. No.
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges. You showed me that. We're at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid they desperately need.
I merely reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you. Everything looks so peaceful. In here, you can almost forget about the war. I never get tired of looking at this place. I never thought they'd let a Quarian up here. The Presidium is so beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
More trouble in the Perseus arm as Reaper forces help.
I believe that's, yeah, it's translated. There keeps popping up on the map, even though we have nothing to talk to her about.
Spectre status recognized. Wait 1 moment, please.
When I passed by that lady, her conversation she's having is with the sorry will repeat itself. Because everybody came to its conclusion. Recycle.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to be
Yep, see, told you it's gonna repeat itself. I'm just gonna keep on walking. Yeah, that guy right there, that Turin down there, you can't help him until after for Dacia. Why? I don't know.
Cerberus has struck again, this time on the colony of Calliston. The dome covering the city was sabotaged.
Rude.
Residents to be suffocated. Disruption to element 0 mining on Calliston.
Yeah, this is about that Asari at the hospital. The story about Tiptree. They require Spectre's authority to allow her to have a gun and be transferred to another hospital. And this is about the low lady on the Nobody Docks. I approved that one. Captain Riley, an operative, has been notified for a combination of valor for actions of Siam. Approval from my Spectre would fast track the award progress. As you see, I could get any one of these. I could afford any of them if I wanted, but I don't know if I want to get one or not. I seem to be happy with the weapons I have. Anyway, that is done for the Citadel for now. Be back here later, of course.
Entering the Perseus Veil near Death Space.
Spectre status recognized. 1 moment, please.
In the normal room around the Citadel, anyway.